Right, I know I'm very close to the camera, but this is the only angle that I can do. I feel like I haven't sat down and had a proper chat with you for ages. So I thought I'd do one today. So I've got a little bit of time. I'm just going to bob back into work. But I had today off because we were going to see somebody to do with low iron deficiency and B12. Because that's obviously what I've been talking about recently with my health. I'm not B12 deficient, but my friend is. But unfortunately, that had to be cancelled at last minute due to unforeseen circumstances. So there was no point me going back home. So I've come out shopping. Anyway, the usual. Don't forget to subscribe, please. I would love you to hit that button. I want to get to 2,000. And it's so lovely to get your comments. I do try and answer those back every single day. But I wanted to let you know how I've got on with the iron deficiency. Because obviously I've had the infusion. So I had that on the Friday, if you remember. So now we're actually almost 4 weeks since I had it done. How am I feeling? Absolutely brilliant. So it's definitely worked for me. I still get tired now and again, but of course that's normal. So it's working out what's normal and what my normal exhaustion was. My breathlessness hasn't gone as much, but I'm going to be totally honest. I now absolutely categorically think that's down to my weight. I'm 2 stone overweight. My sugar addiction has really come down. So it's not the iron. It's not the low iron deficiency that was causing me to have the sugar addiction, if that makes sense. So the way that they explained it to me, oh, by the way, I've just had my nails done. Do you like them? The way that they were describing it to me is that what happens is the low iron deficiency makes you feel so exhausted that you're not going to go and grab broccoli. You're going to go and grab a sugary snack. Now, if you grab that sugary snack, your body then gets used to sugar because sugar is like an addiction. So, of course, you want it. So the more you have it, the more you want. So you then kind of get yourself into a vicious circle. And because I have been so exhausted, I've not wanted to go out and do any exercise and stuff because of muscle fatigue and just feeling exhausted. I've just rolled into a roly-poly, if you will. So I do need to get shut of that. So I said to Gary that once I start feeling better, and I really do, I have really started to feel better. So how was I after the iron infusion? Because there's a lot of side effects that you can get. So I'm just going to go through what happened with me. So first of all, I had it done on the Friday. You have to excuse me. I know my top lip's sweating, and I normally do, but that's kind of subsided now. I am just hot because it's really hot outside. So, had it done on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to think I'm absolutely stupid, but I woke up going, oh, it's no different. And Gary went, they told you you'd be no different. Why did you think you were going to be any different? And I said, I just thought that I was going to be like this miracle. Anyway, it never happened. So on the Monday, I tell you what did happen. Oh, excuse me, windy pops. My hands and feet were like ice. And they were really, really cold. And apparently your extremities do get cold. And they were cold for a good week. But then on the Monday, I dropped Frankie Jack off at school first thing in the morning. And I was speaking to one of the mums. She was having a difficult time and she was going to a funeral. So I was talking to her for about an hour and I felt, really good. Well, not really good, but, I felt okay. And I've got my gym stuff on and I thought, right, I'm going to go to body pump. And then I got back in the car after I've been speaking to her for about an hour. And oh my word, my whole body just ached. And I went home and went to bed. And when I went to pick Frankie Jack up from school, I rang Gary and I said, I really don't feel well. There's something wrong with me. I really don't feel well. And Gary said, well, what's wrong? Gary's my husband. I said, I'm aching. He said, well, they said that, flu-like symptoms. I thought, oh, yeah. So, anyway, I came down to work on the Monday night, went to work on the Tuesday, but felt dreadful. I remember one of the directors coming to my dressing room door and I opened it and I was like, oh, and he went, are you all right? I went, no, I don't feel good. Anyway, took tablets, got through it, but went to bed about 3 o'clock that afternoon. And and I slept for 17 hours, but my whole body, I'm not kidding you, I've never had flu and I never want it, because if that's what flu is, I couldn't even shout, because I live with a wonderful couple called Jenny and Chris, and I could hear them in the next room. I couldn't even shout for water. I felt that ill. My extremities were cold. I was burning up. I was shivering. It was horrible. It's horrible. Anyway, that passed and I felt so much better. And then a week later, I was running with Frankie Jack and I didn't get as breathless. So I'm not as breathless, but I'm still breathless. Okay. So but I felt a lot better that week when I was running with Frankie Jack. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, and then I was sat down. So you've seen us when we were in the lakes. So I sat down in the lakes to have breakfast. So this was the next morning after we'd had the meal, and I said to Gary, "Oh, this egg doesn't taste right." And he said, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's got no taste at all. In fact, it's got a little bit of a metallic taste to it, and it's not very nice. And that tomato ketchup, well, I'm telling you, it's off." He's going, "Sally, I'm having the same thing as you. There's nothing wrong." I said, "There is." So he tasted my food. And he went, "There's nothing wrong with it. It's exactly the same as mine." I went, "Well, it tastes like nothing or metallic." Really strange. Anyway, Gary, again, stupid me, didn't click. He said, "I bet that's your iron infusion." So I went back up to the room and I got my side effects out and I had a look down and it said, you know, can have problems with your tasting and you can have this metallic taste. So I definitely had a bit of that, but that lasted for about 48 hours, but that went. And then ever since then, I've breezed along and I feel like I've got my spark back, if that makes sense. However, so it's really good from the iron infusion, but this is why I wanted to sit down and talk to you, because we're now hitting the weekend of the 23rd, 24th of March. The 24th of March is my birthday and I'm really looking forward to that to a certain extent. So I always look forward to my birthdays. It doesn't bother me about getting older because I think it's a privilege to grow old. You know, I've had a friend that died at early 40s. I had another one that died at 49. Wanted desperately to see her 50th birthday. So I actually, and I know this is wrong because you shouldn't get angry if people think like that, but I get really angry with people when they say it's my birthday, I don't want to get a year older. Embrace it, enjoy it, because you're a long time gone and this is life and we should live it to the full. However, my father passed away the day after my birthday, so we're coming up now to the anniversary of my dad. So I've really mixed feelings about this weekend. I've got sad and happy. I've got all the family together to spend the weekend together. So I'll be filming all weekend, so you'll be with me. But I don't know how to feel about 25th. It's really quite strange because I know everybody has to go and my dad had to go and that was his time, but I just feel numb. I just feel a bit numb. It feels a bit weird. But I am looking forward to my birthday because I need to look forward to my birthday because I've always looked forward to my birthday. But I've got all the family coming together and I've got my really close friends there as well that have been there for me. In fact, Debbie's with me all weekend. Lucky you, Debbie, if you're watching. Yeah, so really strange time. Oh, I'll just show you while I'm here then. So I've just bought this top from River Island. I don't know whether it's going to suit me because, like I said, I'm still fat and I still hate myself for how I look. But look, can you see? So I've just got this from River Island. I thought it was a bit pricey at £35, but I thought I'd treat myself because it's my birthday. I don't know whether it's going to suit me. I'll try it on at home and see if it suits me. If not, I'll just have to dig something else out of my wardrobe because we're going out for brunch Sunday morning. But other than that, how are you? I should have asked you that straight at the top, shouldn't I? That was a bit rude of me. But hope you're well and hope everything's going fine and dandy for you. I'm very much looking forward to Easter, as you saw with my blog yesterday. And yeah, so I just wanted a catch up, like a brew and a catch up, but I haven't got a brew because I don't drink it, but I've had my tea. but I've drunk all my water. So I'm just going to trundle into work now because I want to have a look at the set because it's birthday at Ideal World, and the girl that does the set, Holly, is amazing. She's like on another level. Fantastic, and all the girls that work with her are just brilliant. So yeah, that's my catch up. I hope to catch up with you after my birthday, but I will take you with me with everything that I'm doing. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, please, 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 please. And I'll see you tomorrow. Love you lots. Bye-bye.